Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Nuno Mendes.
It's Bale! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale is offering a wry smile there.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He gets big! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And it's Bale. Bale. Oh, super ball! You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And this is Bale. Now it's Batistuta. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Batistuta. So it is still 0-0. It's a pretty loose pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Aimed beyond the defence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's got away, and here's Azar. A good-looking ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And back to the goalkeeper. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kimmich, can he get it through? Pass is just off target. Vitinha, and they're quick to get it back. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. João Neves. And it's Bale. And it's Vitinha. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Brahim Diaz. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Great vision. Ball looks a good one. Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Defending of the desperate variety. Rodri. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Bale.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rodri. Now it's Batistuta. Lee Kang-in. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, no question, Jim. The referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 14.
So the last big chance perhaps
Alors,
before half-time.
Number 20.
He could tee it up for
Number
someone
9,
else, but something tells me
Bale.
he'll have a go.
Number 5. Vitinha.
He's trying the shot.
Coming on the field.
Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
With the owner of a
What have we
blue
learned from the
car
first
parked
45
outside the
minutes?
stadium gate,
Yeah, it's a half that's had
kindly
a limp
remove it, as it is about
finish
to be towed
after
away.
a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And it's Kaka. That has been cut short. Rice. Played back to the goalkeeper.
Somalia have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Kaka plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Threads one in. And Batistuta! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. He's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Kimmich kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to play it through. Rice. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Oh, that was vital. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Can he finish? He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Shot could be on. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, been awarded the penalty is one thing now, but finding the net under so much pressure at this stage of affairs is another. So a big well done from me, certainly, for him keeping a cool head.
Van Dijk cuts it out. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Neves. Stoichkov! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Kaká is standing over this one, looking to widen the gap even further here. Kaká! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Kaká certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Stoichkov, and Stoichkov! He's got away with one there.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rice. Looking for options for movement. Now there's a fine ball. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Lionel Messi's heroics in the Middle East still very fresh in our minds, Jim.
They are. 7 goals, and deservedly the player of the tournament. He was terrific in the knockout round, scoring in...
Maradona! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Real! And it's in! Rodri, looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. Vinicius Junior, he's having a go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. And no, he's seen through all of that. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Out towards the flank. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nesta.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Italy clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's a sharp little ball here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Italy clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always good.
And a chance! It's in! Italy are back in business!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly...
Can he finish? Goal, Italy! And the comeback is complete! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bale, shot at goal! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
3 minutes added time.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Can he get on the end of this? Can he latch on to this? And we've reached half-time. Paris Saint-Germain are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
To the staff room immediately.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Substitution for Italy.
Number 45, Osman. Number 10, Messi.
Paris Saint-Germain get the ball rolling in the second half.
Del Piero. Number 14,
Zaire Emery conjures time and space where few can. Shapes to shoot!
Number 9.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well
17,
placed to deal with that.
Gerrard. Number 25, Nuno Mendes.
Corner number
Substitution in
2 then.
progress.
Goes without saying, that was poor. Van Dijk is there to clear. Paris Saint-Germain come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, that is one way to stop him. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Maldini eases him off the ball. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Couldn't squeeze it through. João Neves has created one goal already. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Hazard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Tries to play it through. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Hazard. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. He's played it back. Knocks it into space. Eze. Now it's Kaka. Eze. He's picked his way through. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Paris Saint-Germain really could have done without this. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! And he's managed to gift it back. Can he get it through?
Pretty robust defending. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Nice looking ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's bustling through here. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Mbappe.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Italy are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Italy take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for...
And we're done. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Paris Saint-Germain absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard to overlook the very talented Musiala, Peter. I mean, when Germany's finest come calling at such a young age and place such faith in him, then you know he's got something special. Often played ahead of more established pros, allowing him to break so many records already.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Look at the space here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. That is good strength, and he's been shifted off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That is good alertness. Rice.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And it's Ruben Neves. To Musiala. And the counter is on. Oh, played through for the wide man. Zanetti. João Neves. Has a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bale. Driving forward. Ruben Neves. Musiala. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Bale. And it's Bale. Bale is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Maldini gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Rudiger. Rice. Szoboszlai. Pass somewhat off target. Bale chasing after it. And the pass is intercepted. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over
Just
here.
a quick announcement, it is now time
What have we
for
learned from the
special
first
lottery.
45 minutes?
Please grab
Well,
the tickets
I
you were
wouldn't
given
say
when
it was
you
the
were walking
most
through the
potent
gates.
performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain.
Number 13, Mbappe.
Whistle
Number
goes,
15,
and we start the second half.
Number 8.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Number 23, Schneider. Number 21,
Musiala. João Neves. Knocks it out wide. Aimed in towards the centre. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
He's through, now is he in? Bale! It's loose and there's... Oh, he's been caught napping! Vinicius Junior gets flagged offside. Rice. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. So we've reached the hour mark. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Bale! Oh, it's come off the upright. And another try! And it's in! The breakthrough arrives at last! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal. Vinicius Junior!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Lofted in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's Bale! He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. This is Batistuta. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Ruben Neves. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, this is a big chance! They've done it! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Been indicated.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now it's Musiala. This ended up in no man's land. Goes long and straight. So that's it. It is all over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome to
players on the
today's
pitch
match.
are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Not an easy choice to pick out one, but I'll go for Alexandra Pato because
He's having a go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared. That's an excellent interception. Now, can they get him away? Flashes it across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Adams tries to clear. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Stoichkov is in a really good position out wide. Brilliantly cut out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Victoria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And no, that was never going to make it. Some good work on the right flank here. Quality ball. Now it's Vieri. Well timed, excellent interception. That has been cut short. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Stoichkov. That's been cut out, well played. And he's away. It's run loose here. Takes the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
He's a sharp little ball here. Vitinha. Played out to the right. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Skims one in. Shot could be on. Vitinha! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And that is expertly dealt with. Cleared without complication. And here's Neves. Chance to... A
There will be 1
header!
minute added time.
And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance miss, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. How many...
And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Fellow attendees,
So we reached the
this
halfway
is a
point.
lost
Paris
children's
Saint-Germain
announcement.
really did turn
Would
up the
father of a
tempo
boy
at the
in
end
a
of the
yellow
half, and while
t-shirt
they'll
kindly
be
make his way
disappointed
to
not
the
to
information
have
centre?
broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with
Substitutions
significantly more
taking place.
positives than negatives, I feel.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Paris Saint-Germain different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! It's there! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Can he get it through? What a throw in. Heading backwards. Victoria finding their passes.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Bale. And the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a
Number
warning to the
26.
opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be
Coming
looking
on
to
the
do it
field
every
is
chance they get.
Number 17, Hirotoshi Nakata.
He's gone for goal. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well read, nice interception.
Paris Saint-Germain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
And that has not gone well. And this is Bale, it's Bale! And that would have won it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Number 24, Hazard. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Neymar.
Victoria really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Victoria really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Vieri. Oh, it's come loose.
There will be 3 minutes
Well,
at
he's
a
not
time.
happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Cruyff. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And we're underway. Barcelona have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful.
Shoots! That had everyone off their seats.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
And he's on his way! Now it's Bale.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks.
And De Bruyne! He's done very well to get to that.
De Bruyne clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And he was quick to react. De Bruyne pinches it off him. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And no, that was never going to make it. Tries to pass it through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And this is Bale. Bale! It's Bale! Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Can he finish?
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very
Goes
audible.
down, but nothing given. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bale. Colwill. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first
Just a quick
half?
announcement.
Solid.
We would like to inform
Very
you
solid,
that
actually,
CCTV
Peter.
is now
They
in
haven't made much of an
operation for your
impression at the
safety.
other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vinicius Junior! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Vitinha, and it's Vitinha. Zanetti drives forward on the overlap. Oh, terrible pass. Delivers the ball. Colwell clears it away. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Now it's Rivaldo. Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. João
The attendance
Neves.
for this match was
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the
96,847.
forwards that they must stay forward? It's Bale! That comes as a mighty relief. Now it's Bale. Great vision. Bale. Bale powering forward here. Colwell did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that should get the job done.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's opted for the long pass. Threads one in. Now it's Rivaldo. Just the keeper to beat! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
So
Substitution
the manager
in
can
progress.
make a change for the first time in the game here. No outsmarting him this time. Costa Curta.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Schneider, and he's searching. He's had a shot! They've scored! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy. It's Schneider! Schneider! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Paris Saint-Germain could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still
Added
time
minute
for
has
a
been
response?
indicated.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Cross to the back post. This could be their final throw of the dice. Oh, smashing header! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same...
It's Schneider! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Maradona. Mbappe, looking to play him in. That's been slipped through. Vinicius Junior! Superb from Vinicius Junior! A finish right from the top draw. The breakthrough strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, there's the clearance. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Koulibaly gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior looking understandably energised after his goal.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
It's a pretty loose pass. Puskás looks to get on the end of this. And it's Kaka. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And they're back on the ball again. Rodri. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Platini. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Schneider. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Platini is the guilty party there. Vitinha. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's had it taken off him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Schneider receives it in a good position here. Platini. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. The boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Vinicius Junior is onto this.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Maradona. He's in a great position here. Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Still just a single goal between the sides. Looking for options for movement. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's been cut out, well played. Moved on forwards. And the counter is on. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nicely aimed pass. That has been cut short. Now it's Schneider. And there's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Zanetti. Defending of the... And he's let fly! That carried quite a threat. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Kaka. Great vision.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
One-nil as we head towards the end. Kaká. Bergomi wins the duel this time. Not the most accurate pass. Chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Vitinha, well, that looks a decent ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So I'm assuming, Jim, that Roberto Baggio will be given freedom of the park.
I would think so, because if you tie him to a position, I think you take away his natural instinct.
And it's not just that he is such a great player, but others seem to get better around him.
Yeah, because he can produce such huge moments with his dribbling ability, and I think that gives the rest of the team belief and that winning mentality.
Stood up well to him there. Saliba. Azar. And he's intervened well there. Costa Curta makes the interception. Schneider. Tonali. Oh, this looks sharp. And Donatoni.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty...
Rafinha! Brilliant from Rafinha! A finish of true class! And Inter go in front. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Baggio. Rafinha.
That's going in strongly.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Saliba cuts it out. Rafinha. That has not gone well. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Inter clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Drives. Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Dixon.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Vitinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is out of play. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That's a cute ball. That ball looks a good one. Well, there's the clearance. And they win it back again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Hazard.
Whistle
Number
goes,
18,
and we start the second half.
Number 25.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Capel. Number 9, Bale.
Now he's off and running.
14,
And this is Schneider.
John Neves.
Jordan Henderson. And it's Tonali. Dixon. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, well measured. And it's face-to-face. Big chance! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Tonali. Donatoni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Rafinha. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rafinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a pretty loose pass. That's been cut out, well played. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rafinha does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Donatoni. He won't be happy with that one. Donatoni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that's an errant pass.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's been played through. Tries a shot! It is a fantastic goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he get it through? Oh, he's done very well to take that back. A nicely aimed pass. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely spread. Now it's Bale. Batistuta. Zanetti. Looking for options for movement. Schneider looking to run onto it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, can he get onto this? That's been slipped through. It's a promising position. Plays a sharp little ball here. In towards the back stick.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Bale. Hazard can see things others simply cannot. And this is Schneider. Mbappe. He's in a great position here.
He'd be disappointed with that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Schneider. It's Schneider! A real chance and a real let-off.
Schneider probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Zanetti. Half an hour played now. Schneider!
Well, he was given the time and room initially.
Big chance! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop
After
those, Peter.
33 minutes is number 18.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to...
Big header! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Deftly away. Saliba spots it and intercepts. He's through, it's one-on-one! Chance for a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Number 14.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Zanetti gets good distance on it. It's a searching pass. Chips it through. Tchouameni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
2
Hakimi.
minutes has been indicated.
And it's Azar. Vitinha. That has been cut short. And the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Spread it left, showing great feet there. He's shifting through the gears here.
Such good technique.
And this is Neymar. Neymar is flagged offside. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe. Looking for the run. And this is Neymar. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
That's a waste.
Neymar will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Now it's Batistuta. Bale. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Zanetti. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vitinha. Now it's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's worked it through. Well, what's he giving here? So a big chance now from 12 yards.
You